and program lead Andrea Partial and match support specialist Sarah Harris. Hi Andrea, hi Sarah.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Good to see you both. I saw both Andrea and Sarah at their new location at the beautiful Jackson YMCA.
Yes, it is beautiful there. You've been there?
I have.
And we had the ribbon cutting, what, a week ago?
June 26th.
About 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yeah. No, it's very lovely there. It's beautiful, and our visibility is just amazing. Having all the people come in and walk by and just coming in and saying, oh, who are you guys? What do you do? And just checking in with us. And one of my favorite things to talk about is the fact I'm quality assurance, so I do data and I look at different numbers and I compare things together. And in 24, we had like 4 people come in to be a big. So 4 people applied. We were really excited. We're always excited anytime a big applies.
In the year 2024?
In the first quarter of 2024.
First quarter.
Yep, okay. January to March of 2024, we had 4 new bigs. Okay. In the first quarter of 2025, we had 15 new bigs.
No kidding.
Yes. So the visibility of just being there, and our missions align really well with the YMCA. There's, another layer of security and protection because they have front desk staff that check everyone in, make sure everyone who's coming in is who they say they are. And then we have just spaces for the kids to play and the matches to come and do different things.
I think it's an awesome partnership. Your old location wasn't a place you just pop in and you're off the beaten path.
Yeah.
But here, you're right on Main Street. You're on Richmond Brothers Main Street.
Correct.
Yes.
We're right on
I
Main
like
Street.
to refer to it as the corridor, the Biggs corridor with the Main Street.
Yeah.
Since we're right off the Main Street.
It's our corridor.
Yeah, it's a great spot, very visible, and you've got, I guess, probably a lot more space at the Y than you did at the United Way.
Very similar in space-wise. I think the main difference is just that at United Way, like you said, we were off the beaten trail. You had to ask someone to get to us. You had to kind of find us.
Yeah.
Here at the YMCA, people come in, don't even know they're coming into Biggs. They're like, wait, I thought I was still at the Y, or I didn't know what was here. And we're talking to different people and different populations and different, it's just different. It wasn't bad at United Way. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. It's just, it's different. It brings light to us. And
I would say also,
life.
for those bigs with littles, it's a great spot to just hang out because you've got the Y.
Yeah, so previously we had a partnership with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and the Y, where our matched bigs and littles could go use the facility without costing them anything. So they would just sign up with the Y. The Y has been gracious and has extended that to our matched littles, and we're just excited to build more partnerships with them as as everything's opening up, and then over the next years we're excited to do pool events, to use the gyms, for group activities, but also for match activities as well.
The YMCA does things like, for instance, they have family fun night on Fridays. Mm-hmm. I think it's at 6 o'clock in the West Gym, I think is what it says. I could be wrong about which gym it's in, but on Friday nights, I could see our matches or our families going and joining that celebration and being part of family fun night with the Y, just because they're part of our population. So the partnership really is pretty flawless.
Well, since you've moved over, are there any things that are pleasantly surprising to you about your new partnership or your new space?
I think everything's been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I mean,
we haven't had really that much negative
at all. Yeah.
The move, I don't want to move again.
Moving is hard in itself.
Moving is hard in general, so I'm hopeful that we stay there for 20, 30 years.
I thought you were going to say the free coffee.
We haven't
had free coffee yet.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
It's
but you tell me where it's at, and
it's
I'll
in the
find
kitchen.
it.
There's a little a little table with free coffee.
In the community kitchen?
In the community kitchen.
Yeah, next time you're there, go try to get a cup.
Oh, okay.
I think they only do it on select days.
And I
to
think
be
it's
fair.
when they have a event or something going on, because I know what you're talking about now. There's that sign that says free coffee, and it's Jackson Coffee, right? It's a little Jackson Coffee cart.
Well, so in my previous days at the Y, I used to make that coffee before the renovation and when I worked
because of all the contractors and everything.
So I think it was like Coffee Friday, so it was like free coffee on Friday. So I think they still do that, but our Fridays are very laid back, so sometimes we don't pay attention that much.
Yeah.
I was also going to say all the conference space that you have for conference rooms and meetings.
And that room, the boardroom they have, is gorgeous. It's their chapel too. And so it's just a beautiful space, and you feel the blessing of it when you walk in.
All right, so you are all about stats. So looking at the first quarter of this year versus last year, 15 inquiries, walk-ins. If you got the same over the course of a year, that's 60. And what's the conversion rate for inquiries?
From application to match?
Yeah.
I would say we're probably at 75 or 80% of a big who walks in, signs up, makes it through processing. Processing takes a time. It takes about 12 weeks on average for a big to turn in an application and be matched.
Oh, wow.
And that's because we do a lot of different things to ensure that the child we're putting with this big is safe. Child safety is our top priority, and we will always be very serious about that. So we do layered background checks from a national level all the way down to the local level. We do reference checking. We do a really lengthy interview to get to know the person very, very well. We want to make a lifelong friendship, so we do not take it lightly. We want to match you up with someone who, fits your personality and wants to do the same activities you want to do. And maybe we have someone who's really extroverted, so we want to pair them up with someone who's really kind of stuck in their shell to help bring them out of their shell. We look at all of those things and we say, okay, what skills does this big have that we can match and help uplift this little?
So how many people do we have on the waiting list?
We still have about 35 littles waiting. Okay. Which is, last time we talked, it was 40, and the time before that was 50. So it is slowly going down. But our boss, Tony Hollow, always likes to say, and I'm going to repeat it because I think it's so true. We work really, really hard to get one big, and in that time of getting one big, we sign up 6 littles. So it's always that back and forth tug of war game.
And boys versus girls?
Mostly boys waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, we need men. We have, I would say, 10 little females waiting, and the rest of the 35 are little brothers.
So men and women are needed. Wouldn't it be cool if you got to the point where you had no waiting list?
No, I want the waiting list to flip. I would love to have bigs waiting for a little to come. I would love to have a waiting list of bigs and us actively looking for littles to fill.
Let's shoot for that then.
Yeah.
I think it's entirely possible, because if you look at the math throughout the course of the year, you're going to get all those kids matched.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I hope so.
All right. We have here at JTV, we have a new big brother, Max Fritz. Recently.
Yeah, so Max was matched the beginning of June with Gabriel. Gabriel had been waiting on the wait list for a couple of years. And when I called his mom just was so happy to hear that we had someone for her and for Gabriel, because at that moment Gabriel was having a rough patch, and it just made her day to know that we were still working on his case and still trying to find him a big, and we finally did it. And since then, they've been growing together. They've been getting together. They're going to be on here in a couple of weeks, and we're just excited to see how the match grows and how close they get.
They seem like a perfect match. I met Gabriel with Max a couple weeks ago, and they were having a blast. So, and Max is really over the moon about it, so it's neat to see bigs that are that invested into the program. So more Max is needed, please.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. But that's something that we have to always remember to tell people who are thinking about becoming a big. You get so much out of it yourself. Like, you go in thinking, I want to support and help a little, but then once you're actually doing the big and little match, you get so much out of it yourself.
Yeah, and for you guys, Sarah, must be really rewarding to be able to make that phone call.
It is.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Andrea
for having
Parshall and Sarah Harris from Big Brothers Big Sisters. Well, that's it. We're all out of time. Thanks to Sarah.